Voice of Reason put out a statement. Some of you guys have been asking for my opinion on it. I spoke on what he said publicly, and he put out another statement, which I think confirmed what he already said publicly. And we are going to jump into it. Prayers up to Voice of Reason and everybody involved, everyone that was, dealing with him personally, his best friend / producer Jonathan. But let's hear his response, apology, breaking my silence.
Hello. This is the first video that I am recording, actually my first time in front of a camera in 1 month. And as many of you know, last month on July 13th, there was some very sensitive and very serious information that was being circulated on social media about me, which included very serious allegations that were made against me. And I want to address it for the first time in a video. I need to address the most serious of these allegations, which is that 10 years ago when I would have been 20 years old when this was alleged to have occurred, that I was involved in a inappropriate relationship with someone who was underage. And I want to immediately just come out and let everybody know that this is not true. This is false. And the reason that I actually have been silent this month, for an entire month, is because of the serious nature of that allegation, because I am being accused of something criminal. We had to get law enforcement involved, we had to get lawyers involved, and even though I wanted to make this video a lot sooner, my legal counsel advised me to not say anything just yet while everything was getting worked out. But I just want everybody to know that this very serious allegation is false, it's not true, and I want to apologize to everybody that for the last month has been so scandalized by it and has been so upset because of it.
What he then confesses to is sexual immorality, lust, so on and so forth. But the most egregious of these allegations was that when he was teaching, he had a relationship with someone that was underage. By far the most egregious thing. He's denying it. He says he got legal counsel involved. There could be even, and I don't know if he's going to take legal action against the person that propagated this. That's a
I wonder
real.
if he was like saying it's like AI text messages or what?
No. I think I don't know. I don't think it was AI. I think what likely happened is people mixed up the timelines.
Gotcha.
I think that's what likely happened. I think people mixed up the timelines, the years, the ages, and that maybe they were real, but maybe he was a minor at the time. Maybe the girl was older. I don't know. But to say that he was messing around with a 13-year-old or a 14-year-old, like to put that on someone's docket and smear someone's name. Someone that rightfully so, like fell and sinned and did not steward his platform properly and did not have proper boundaries up. Like that's crazy. So a part of me is like relieved and like, okay, he's saying that part's not true.
Yeah.
How does he now prove it? That's because once that's attached to your name, like how do you navigate that and how do you prove it without, I guess, a defamation lawsuit against the person who put it? Like I don't know. Like how do you fix that part?
Yeah.
That doesn't make what happened okay. Like the rest of it is still not okay.
Yeah.
And I don't think Alex is saying that it's okay. I don't think Alex is okay with what happened and how it played out. But it sounds like he's doing his part to walk through this process to the best of his ability. And I don't know if I'm just numb to seeing so many leaders fall, to see so many people of status who perhaps are not all the way there, perhaps, whenever you also, it's a combination of not to say that being single is a correlation to this sort of stuff, but when you're highly influential, highly successful, powerful, financially well off, and you're 30, good looking and single, and Christian, you're not tipping the scales in your favor. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like here's the difference. And I'm not trying to say this as like a flex. So forgive me if this is coming up. I've been a public person for a very long time. I've been a public person in my local community for 2 decades. I've been a public person online for a decade and a half with Christian hip hop 15 years ago, putting out music consistently, doing big shows in front of big audiences 15 years ago. I've been relatively successful on YouTube, the most success I've ever had within the last 5 years. But I've been fairly, so for me, this didn't come all at once.
Yeah.
And I'm always out there with, I'm married, I have a family, I love my family. I'm married, I love a family. You know, if you don't have a family, you're not married, you're attractive, you're going to get hit with temptation. Or worse, you might use your platform to exploit people who are enamored with you as a leader.
Yeah.
And take advantage of people in that way, potentially. Again, I don't know the details, so I don't know.
That have had a very hard time because of this. But I just want everybody to know it's not true, and we are still in the middle of a legal process, taking legal action to be able to legally clear my name so that everybody can know that this accusation is false. But that wasn't the only thing that I was accused of, because last month, along with that false accusation, there was information that had been leaked that was also circulating of private messages between me and a few different women that were of a sexual nature. And I want everyone to know, because of what I was seeing online, there are so many people that thought that those messages were messages that were to a minor, and that's false. Those messages were not to a minor. These messages were to women, grown adult women of age. But even though that isn't anything that is illegal or criminal, it's still something that needs to be addressed, because as the public saw, I, on multiple occasions, fell into sin and gave in to the desires of my flesh. And I regret to say that is indeed true. I did fall into the sin of lust, and I really regret to say that in these moments of weakness, I led others into sin.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that's more or less it. You guys can go watch his whole video. He ends up sharing that he listened to his priest finally about going to therapy, which he was told to do.
Come on.
He listened. He apologized to his bishop, apologized to his priest, apologized to Jonathan, who is his partner, apologized to his family, apologized to the audience. And so, like, listen, he doesn't get away unscathed from this, right? Like he's at the very least sitting down for a while, at the most potentially disqualified. And I don't know if that's indefinitely or how that works, right? Within those circles. I don't know how it works in Catholic circles, to be fair, but yeah, this is brutal, you know, and I'm glad he confessed to it. I'm glad he owned it. I don't know where you go from here. I don't know what it looks like to, does he quote unquote make a comeback? I think honestly, those are the last questions that anybody should be asking.
Yeah.
He needs to make sure that he walks down his journey of healing and confession. He needs to make sure that he makes any situation right. If there's women that he needs to repent to, that he does. Who knows what the dynamics of all those situations were, how much of a power imbalance those things were. But I think, what else is he expected to do at this point? He's not continuing on in ministry the way others have had, right? Who go through stuff and then just kind of keep going. He's sitting down. He's taking a break. He's going to therapy. The question of, does he come back? What is he? I think those are the wrong questions. I think it's like, man, he did his part to own it. Thankfully, the worst of it seems not to be true, but this is still heartbreaking to his audience. This is still heartbreaking to his family. This is to even folks like me that are just like friendly with him, right? Like we publicly sat and disagreed on all kinds of stuff for several hours, but like we were still friends and communicated and chopped it up, talk on the phone. He's always been very gracious and kind to me. So it sucks, you know, it sucks, but like it sucks, but it doesn't surprise me at the same time. I'm not saying that there was red flags or anything. Like, he's not married. No, he's not married.
It's just singles high up in ministry.
Yes.
Ministry circles.
Yes.
Like that is somewhat not surprising.
Not surprising. Unfortunately. Super heartbreaking. And I hope that he gets the treatment and the help that he needs to work through this. And then who knows what's on the other side of this, you know? But it doesn't seem like he's going to be a Christian YouTuber or a public figure anytime soon.
Oof.
Yeah. So anyway, prayers up to everybody involved. Prayers up to the women involved, him, and hopefully everyone finds, restoration and freedom from this. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you liked it, then hit the like button. If you liked it a lot and have a thought to share, leave a comment. If you are listening to this on the podcast app, make sure to leave a review, and you could even leave a comment over there. And if you want to watch another video that is recommended just for you, hit this video over here. Let me know if they nailed it. Also, You can partner with us monthly, which helps us out a lot in our monthly community. Get access to early drops and all that kind of good stuff over here. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace.